Good evening, and welcome to Crit Hit Chronicles. Tonight's story is Final Fantasy VII Remission. As with every story, there are some content warnings that must be addressed before tonight's story can begin. The safety of our performers, as well as our audience, is paramount. There will be heavy themes of loss, of government corruption, of violence and horror. There will be moments of levity. If any of these themes should make you uncomfortable, then I would simply recommend that you not partake in this story. But for those that remain, welcome to the first of many Crit Hit Chronicles.
God, I miss my beard. Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Crit Hit Chronicles with Final Fantasy VII Remission. Every time I watch that content video, I'm like, why does it go away?
You're the one who shaved it.
I know. I was like, no, I can clean it up. And then by doing that, I messed it up. So anyway, hi, everybody. Before we begin it, try that again. Before we get into tonight's story, let's go ahead and once again give some love to our players. Players, please introduce yourselves and where we can find you. We'll start with Jonathan.
Hola, buenas tardes. My name is Jonathan Perez. I'm playing Roy. He, him pronouns for both he and I. You might know me as Latinos Against Spooky Shit, and you can find me everywhere as Latinos Against Spooky Shit. You can also find me over at Tales of Novum with Mysteries of the Maw. You can find me coming up with Tabletop Tempest as we also tell new stories. And yeah, that's all I got for you right now. Passing it off to none other than North.
What's up, everybody? My name is Norfolk911. You can find me on all socials on the internet, everywhere, internet. It's late. Leave me alone. Yeah. So you can find me on everywhere doing TTRPGs, RPGs, and JRPGs. And yeah, we're gonna pass it off to Ned.
Hey guys, I'm Ned Iannacone. I'm one of the founding members of Critical Fail DM, and that's all of the socials at Critical Fail DM. My social is Nedley Do Right on Instagram, and yeah, we play every TTRPG you can think of: Delta Green, Call of Cthulhu, and our big staple is our Stradcast that comes out every other Sunday on Spotify and wherever else you like to listen to them. And yeah. Back to you, Cujo.
Hello, everyone. I am Cujo, as I'm sure you've gathered. Cujo plays games. Hold on. I have to do a thing because we have our first bot, guys.
Oh my god.
I'm so
I saw that. I was
happy.
gonna say, if you want to mod me so I can mod some of that stuff and it doesn't distract you from doing stuff, you're more than welcome to.
Kill it with fire.
Yeah. Hi everybody except Municipal Rooney. You suck. Get out of here.
You are a terrible person. I will definitely have to remember that for next time. I'm pretty sure that's the only one we're going to come across, and that's fine by me. I will handle it as it comes up. But hi, I am Cujo of Cujo Plays Games, also of Crit Hit Chronicles. You find me on all socials under both of those names. Crit Hit Chronicles is the channel you want to follow if you want to get some behind-the-scenes stuff on this show. Maybe we'll do like a special video talking about how the campaign went and how everybody felt after it finished, because I'm sure it's going to be fun. But follow Crit Hit Chronicles, follow Cujo Plays Games, and yeah, that's me. I'm a variety streamer. I'm a big fan of TTRPGs. So yeah, that's me. But before we begin, a couple other quick disclaimers. Huge thank you to Sirenscape, and huge thank you to Monument Studios for the ambient music that we're going to be using to play in the background of tonight's stream. Monument Studios is actually coming out with their new fantasy pack in 2 days. And the hints are that it is going to be themed around The Last of Us, other zombie survival horror sort of themes. So definitely check them out. They're fantastic. It is gigabytes worth of copyright and royalty-free music and audio assets for you to use with your projects. So definitely check them out. And also Sirenscape, our soundboard of choice. This Sirenscape enables ambient noise. I'm a big immersion guy, so having sound sets for whatever situations our players find themselves in is awesome. So definitely check them out. They've got Wizards of the Coast. They've got Kobold Press. They've got Cthulhu assets. They've got, even Settlers of Catan. They have sound assets for if you want to use those. So definitely check them out as well. When last we left off, our intrepid heroes had gathered after meeting with an individual by the name of Biggs, a operative of Avalanche, having tracked down or been tracked down by some of these individuals after the fall of the upper plate of Sector 7. Everyone here lost someone. Everyone here experienced horrific loss. But they carried out their first mission and took out Mako Reactor 2 after encountering some scary Shinra resistance. We learned about Roy, who is a former soldier operative. We learned about Vikes, a strong man with an even stronger heart. And we learned about Finn, a former Shinra employee. These heroes managed to carry out their mission and escape back to their hideout safely. But before we go to their story, we're first going to go to Shinra Tower. A day after the Mako Reactor's explosion, and Shinra security is buzzing with activity. The soldiers are everywhere now. Everybody is being either detained or questioned. Anybody with any possible information is on Shinra's watch list. But through the halls, we focus on one larger, heavier set gentleman with a big black beard and slicked back black hair, wearing what looks to be like a military uniform of some kind. And he is strutting through the halls with a big old grin on his face. It won't take too long before those Avalanche dogs resurface. We'll capture them eventually, Mr. President. And you see he's holding a phone. His conversation stops as walking from the other side of the hallway is a man with red hair in a white trench coat holding a rifle over his shoulder, and he is flanked by two well-dressed individuals, very clearly Turks. Heidegger quickly hangs up the phone. Mr. Vice President, I wasn't expecting to see you here. Did you arrive from Junin? Yeah. Turns out when another Mako reactor goes boom, I get called in, since somebody can't seem to do their job. Heidegger's face goes red. Well, if there's any assistance you need, we will be at your beck and call, Mr. Vice President. And Rufus Shinra, the son of President Shinra, gives him a look before continuing to walk down the hallway. I would like my players to mark down 2 fabula points for the party, as 2 villains have shown up in a scene.
Oh, man.
That's not good.
That doesn't bode well.
It's fine, guys. I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
I forgot one thing. As Heidegger watches Rufus continue down the hallway with the Turks, it won't be long before you're removed from my plate as well. And as he turns to walk away, there's an individual standing in front of him, wearing a blue suit with armored pads on the shoulders, with long purple braid of hair that cascades down to the middle of their back. A soldier stands in Heidegger's way. Oh, maybe don't threaten the vice president when a soldier's right here. That's not a really good plan. And Heidegger's, if Heidegger wasn't upset before, his face goes pale as she sort of struts, half dances down the hallway after Rufus. You can add 1 more fabula point. as
my
a third
God.
villain has shown up.
That's a good guy though, right? Like that's why are we doing? Why are we adding another point? That's clearly a friendly.
Anyway,
Gonna put a bullet in his gun.
Game over, man. Game over.
Fucking Dennis Quaid. Oh, no, not Dennis Quaid. That's not Dennis Quaid.
What?
That's,
What
That
the
wasn't
hell?
Jane- That wasn't
No,
Dennis
that's,
Quaid. That was the
Bill
dude
Paxton.
who passed away.
Bill
Paxton.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've always gotten Dennis Quaid and him confused, and it's a terrible thing.
I
I
used to
mean,
get Kevin Costner and Dennis Quaid mixed up all the time.
Really? Huh.
they definitely look similar. No, wait, they don't.
They
Anyway,
Bitch.
bitch. We are now going to go into some dreams that our heroes are having. Through the night, each of you experiences a memory of happier times. Finn, you remember walking through the slums of Sector 7, through the markets and various stalls looking for food for your upcoming week. Having just been paid from Shinra, you've got a little bit of money to spend. And you hear an argument from a nearby stall. Hey, this food is rotten. You're selling rotten food to these people. That's not okay. And then you see the vendor say,
I don't know what you want. I mean, that's the stock that we got in from Shinra. It's the best thing we kind of sell. So I don't know what you want.
and then you see this woman reach over and grab their collar and bring them closer. If you don't stop selling rotten food, this is going to be the least of your problems. And she punches him square in the nose.
Good
And
for
he
her.
falls back.
I'll go through my stock.
And you see the vendor quickly busy themselves. You see she... And then she turns and sees you. What do you... Show's over. This is kind of the end. I wasn't expecting a spectator.
I'm sorry. You kind of left me speechless here. Kind
Okay.
of held your own right there.
Okay. Well, flattery will get you somewhere.
How
I've
about
s-
a dinner?
I was going to start with names, so we can get to know each other first, but
That's all pleasantries at this point, right?
I've seen you around here, haven't I? How long have you been in the slums?
Little. It's been a couple years, practically my entire life.
Well.
I would say.
You spend enough time in the slums, it definitely feels like it's your whole life spent in this mess, but I'm Alara.
Finn.
So are you going to suggest a place for us to go eat dinner, or...
There's this bar. Seventh Heaven. You ever been?
I never have, but I'd be willing to check it out if the company is good enough.
6 o'clock.
Works for me.
Get you there.
Works for me.
Sounds good.
She gives you a little smile and a little wink, and then she disappears into the crowd. As she does, you kind of watch her go, and she turns back, and her form changes. Instead of Alara, you glimpse a girl in a pink dress with a red coat and a bow in her hair. And you wake up. Vikes.
Ugh.
See, I could do happy moments. It's fine. It's fine. You don't have to be too scared yet. You think back to your arrival at Midgar. It was not an easy journey. But with your sister constantly trying to make you smile, it did seem to be it did seem to help a little bit. She walked at your side. So what sort of food do you think that they have there? I mean, I do really like your scrambled eggs, and then when you do it with the toast, where you put the egg in the middle and then you cook both at the same time, it's really delicious.
Uh, yes, it is going to be good. Whatever they. You're not hungry, are you?
No. And then you hear a teeny little groan in her stomach. It is bad digestion from the rations?
Okay, let me. And he like looks into his pocket, and there's like 5 gil. There's like nothing there, and he's like, "This was supposed to be for board."
Oh, it is okay. I can manage as long as we can get some water when we get into the city. That is fine with me.
No, hold on. I have idea. And he kind of looks around and he sees like a cart, I guess like a food cart, like a vendor's cart. And he's gonna walk up, not knowing how these people are, and he's just gonna be like, "Excuse me, sir. My little sister is terribly hungry. We come from the west."
Yeah, so's everybody else. Everybody's got gil to pay for food, though, so...
I tell you what, I make deal. Yes, I guard your stall all day tomorrow.
The vendor is a portly gentleman. He's got some hair that has clung to life while the rest of his scalp is just, gleaming in the light.
So you mean my dad?
Sure.
All right.
He's got like a very uneven beard, and he just says,
You seem strong enough. Alright, you guard my cart all day tomorrow, then, yeah, I suppose give you some food.
It's not for me, it's for little one. And he kind of like moves out of the way, and Ingrid just kind of like pops up and is like,
"Hi."
their little grubby little hands.
She's like already halfway through eating an apple.
Yeah. It sounds like her. Ingrid, I said,
Well, I'm sorry, it just looked so delicious. It was right there. It was basically shining.
I will be back tomorrow. I will guard.
Alright. If you're not, I got people that could come find you.
And it doesn't take much to realize that this guy doesn't. He does not seem like the type that's got connections with everybody. But whether or not you take that to heart is up to you.
Yeah, I think we cut to like the next day, and you just see it's like pouring rain, and Vikes is just standing there like. Like trying to be intimidating, but there's like nobody on the street.
Yeah,
there's like it's like nobody's out, nobody's about,
No.
and he's just like.
At one point, you hear the laughter of Ingrid. She decided to accompany you despite your orders to stay home. And she is playing with another little girl, wearing a small little pink dress with a little black bob cut. And marching up to the stall is a large man about your size with a machine gun attached to his right arm.
Okay.
Got any good food here?
I don't run the stall. I just guard the food.
My kind of guy.
He approaches and starts picking through the cart.
Ugh. Looks like somebody's got to get a new shipment soon. Well, what's your name, big guy? I don't see many people my size in this part of town.
I am Vikes.
Nice to meet you. Barrett.
And he lifts the gun, and you see it
Yeah,
spin
like I
for
go
a
to
second.
shake his hand.
Yeah.
And then
He fist bumps your hand with the gun.
what happened to Arm?
Tell you what, Marlene seems to enjoy, I'm gonna guess your sister?
Yes.
Tell you what.
Once.
Well, the two of you come by the bar tonight. I'll share some stories, have a few drinks, be on me.
Barrett is from New York in this game, by the way. In case anybody's wondering what happened.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just letting it go.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, so I think Vikes will kind of look at Ingrid and just be like, "Yes, we are not staying anywhere, so
You don't have a
we'll
place to
come
stay
back.
yet. Oh,
We are from the west."
Yeah, you're definitely coming, and you're coming now.
And the vendor says, "Hey, but what about my stock?" And then Barrett just again aims the gun, and the barrels just spin a little. He says, all right, and he backs off. We will say you, along with Ingrid, Barrett, and Marlene, are escorted to the seventh heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And as you are walking in the dream, in this memory, your movement slows. Everything around you slows. And you hear the voice that you heard after taking out the Mako reactor. I need you to wake up. And it like echoes sourceless across your mind. And you feel this distinct pressure in your chest. Like something heard those words. And you wake up.
So I think Vikes just like, huh!
Roy. My darling Roy.
Yes, father.
Yes, Papa. You've called for me, Papa.
Oh,
Papa.
Papa. It's a time for.
all right, that's it for Critic
piano
Chronicles,
lesson.
guys. Thank you for tuning in. That's the end of today's episode. We come to you in your teenage years. Your parents have asked you, since you are a growing boy and are going to be the man of the house soon, as they keep telling you, to go into the market and find some good food for the week. And you are walking through the streets, and there's the typical, a populace that surrounds you. And as you walk through the trees, wait, there are no trees here. No, wait, there are trees, and it's like your image flickers. Your vision flickers, and your very environment is like, something's not right.
Is it doing like the Assassin's Creed Animus like glitch?
Yes.
Oh God, I hate you.
Oh no.
You complete your errand,
Mhm.
and you remember the walk home. And in this moment, you have a lucid dream experience
Hmm.
where you realize you're dreaming, and you know something's not right. What do you do?
The moment that I realize that, I think the first thing I notice is that I'm not as old as I am anymore. The body's different. And I think that's what triggers it at first. It's that I have these instincts that want to kick in, but they don't function with this body.
Mm-hmm.
So I think training starts kicking in. And right now, do I see anybody?
You see a few people sort of milling about outside their houses in the market square. You see some people carrying what look like baskets of fruit. There's a blacksmith that's not too far away. It seems to be business as usual.
my hand instinctively goes to my chest to where my rifle is always on, and not feeling it, I think panic starts to set in a little bit. It's like, okay, all right, I'm back home. I'm gonna start making my way cautiously, almost like I'm like slinking through a battlefield back to whatever my house is.
Okay.
Cognizant that this is a dream, but I also haven't seen home in so long that part of me doesn't want it to end.
You start making your way down the path to return home to your parents. And you see their forms. You see your mother hanging laundry up on a laundry line. You see your father splitting wood just outside. And they both look up. What are you still doing here, kiddo?
The second I see Dad, it's full bore, run at him, and just the biggest tackle. And I'm in my mind, I still think I'm big enough to like take him down, but I'm still just a snot-nosed brat, teenage kid, 13, 14. So I just kind of thud into him, and I just bury my chest, and I hold him.
And what's wrong, man?
It's nothing's wrong, Dad. Nothing's wrong. I missed you. I just miss you a lot.
Oh, buddy. You're only gone for a couple minutes, but I mean, I'll take it. And he kind of hugs you back. And you look up, and you see his face. And then it becomes somebody else's face. And then flips back. And then flips back again. And you realize you're having this same feeling towards this individual. But it's like a mask is slowly being removed. Your mind flashes to fire, to screams, and to the man that you know as father, walking with you, slung over his shoulder. And then you wake up.
God damn it.
You all awaken in a dingy bar in Sector 4 known as the Red Dirt. It is barely holding together. It's
Great name.
it's disgusting. But you're in the cellars.
The
And
brown dirt just didn't take off.
It's too, you see brown dirt everywhere. Where do you see red dirt? That's quite the conversation.
The brown dirt was in Sector 7, and it was really great. And then,
Well, the predecessor to this was the yellow snow, and nobody went there.
I knew there was something there.
God damn it!
I
love you.
Yeah, it's one of those like Fat Tuesdays places. You know, they sell the slushies.
Absolutely.
Oh man,
you guys have curled up in your respective spots on the concrete floor amidst some barrels of alcohol that look kind of decent, somewhat well kept. You see some crates of some food that is not glamorous by any means, but it's something. And you know, Biggs is off to the side. It seems he had been awake already for some time. You guys all right? Every one of you seems to wake up kind of quickly. It just throws me off when people do that in synchronicity.
I just some dreams. I'm up in the rafters. I don't sleep down below with everybody else. Always have a vantage point. So I'm up, and I just poke my head through out of the shadow. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. Just weird dreams is all.
All right.
Must be the Mako, you know?
Yeah, stay around Mako long enough, you either get poisoned or hallucinations. So,
I think Vikes is laying on a couple duffel bags of potatoes. You know, like I think there's like a couple of like burlap sacks, and he's like spread out on those,
Using a whole bag as a blanket,
yeah,
but not empty, like a full bag of russets.
hey,
he just reaches in, grabs one.
That is what I like to call the easiest weighted blanket that you could possibly find. That sounds wonderful.
Breakfast in bed.
Yeah.
Jonathan,
Me.
I would like you to come up
Fuck.
with a brief description and a personality of the owner of the red dirt, who is currently in the floor above. Go ahead and spitball me an improv character, sir.
Flog. Flog. Like I'm gonna flog you. Flog.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. Make the white man have to say flog. That's great.
Okay, flag. How about that?
Flag.
Is that any better?
Name is Flag.
Flog. He is a
Hi, I'm Flagstaff. Pleasure to meet you.
Flog Flagstaff is so fucking funny. That's canon. Flog Flagstaff. is his name.
Flagstaff.
Yeah. Or double F to his friends.
Oh, okay.
Mild mannered.
F squared.
He owned the neighboring inn outside of Sector 7 that kind of competed with Seventh Heaven. So he gets a lot of the folks that trickle in afterwards. And although business is business and it was a little, kind of, what do you call it? Cutthroaty, he still feels bad for everything that went down. And so he's kind of had an open door policy. But his patience only goes so far with folks not being able to pay. He's not mean about it, but it is one of those, like, great, another person trying to cut a deal with me. Let's see what we can figure out type of attitudes. He's got a, just to piss you off, he's got a thick, what we would consider Irish accent.
Motherfucker. Cool. Great. Oh, never doing this again. What is wrong with me?
You should know.
What
As a
were you
DM,
thinking?
DM to
Joe?
DM, come on, buddy. Do not give me this kind of fucking power.
He's got a cleft lip and with a
He's got,
club foot.
actually, no mouth.
Yeah.
Psionically. Yeah. He's not a tall man by any means.
He's got a peg leg.
He's got a peg leg. He's on the thinner side, 50s maybe. He's seen some shit. And if you dug in a little deeper, you might even find that he knows a thing or two about a war in Butai a while back. So,
Ooh, okay. All right.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
Does he
You-
drink out of his peg leg? Sorry.
Oh my god.
As-
not after a drunken night in Wutai when it got stolen for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't borrow it anymore.
Jonathan, you forgot to mention the parrot that sits on his shoulder that he talks to.
That doesn't exist. He thinks there's
If
a
you
there.
continue this,
Yes.
I am gonna donate to the whole tip menu, and I'm gonna add another $100 to the HP of the final boss.
And
As-
the parrot's called Peg Leg Keg.
Hey, don't you steal that from chat, Allie.
Stupid. Allie, we see you. Hi, Allie. So
Funny.
ridiculous. As you guys are coming to, you hear a familiar sound of a wooden leg being tapped against the cellar door in a rhythmic pattern. Biggs looks up and then puts a finger to his lips. You can start to hear conversation coming through these cellar doors. But it is a little muffled. If anybody wants to get some more details, I will need a skill check of some kind.
I would love to try to eavesdrop.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an insight plus insight. Also, thank you, Ned, for the gift sub. I appreciate you.
Of course. I think Vikes is literally sleeping through all of this.
Oh,
I
okay.
think he's like one of those guys that like can sleep standing up if he has to.
Yeah.
He like can sleep my dad could do it. He could sleep anywhere. Sitting upright, standing
It's a fucking skill.
That is a
Really.
fucking skill.
It is.
I rolled a 12.
Okay. With a 12, you can hear clearly through the doors.
Okay.
Shinra inspection. Making sure there's no unsightlies on the premises, I would ask that you open the cellar. And you hear the familiar voice of Flagstaff. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, that's right. Did you think I was going to go with an Irish accent? No, I'm going to give him a New York accent because that's the only one I can do.
You don't know how to do it. I was going to say.
Listen,
it's so dumb.
I appreciate you guys being extra thorough. Security, especially after everything, is important. But what I will say is that you guys were here just 2 days ago, and I did get confirmation from one of your higher-ups that I was going to be good for the week.
And you hear, well, that, and he's like,
yeah, I believe his name was Reno. Stopped in for a drink once upon a time after the inspection. Turns out he liked the place.
and the moment Reno is said, you can hear the silence that follows. Well, as you were, just if you see anything, just report to your nearest Shinra representative. And you hear some quick footsteps as these soldiers appear to leave. You then hear the cellar door.
Flagstaff,
man. You hear
He's got our back.
The cellar doors open.
You're safe now. Turns out it was super easy to just name drop a little bit. You guys can come up if you want some breakfast. I'm making some food.
I get down next to Vikes and I grab a potato and I just rip it in half and I waft it under his nose like a fucking smelling salt. That's right, big guy. There you go. Hey, you want some breakfast?
How long was I out?
It's been just the night.
Yes.
No.
I would like potatoes.
I don't know how you could. You went through a whole 30-pound bag in your sleep. Come on.
And he looks over and there's like peels and like munches of raw potato on the ground.
God.
And he goes, "Oh, not again."
No. Wait, the potato famine. It was you.
He was the source.
It started here.
You guys are brought up to the main level. You guys get a plate of some scrambled eggs, a piece of toast, a few pieces of sausage. Nothing fancy by any means, but it's enough to get by. It's a decent enough breakfast. Biggs says, "Any updates? How are we looking?" And Flog, Jesus, I'm never gonna not react having to say his name.
Says, well, Bannon might have some info. I don't know if you want to go down that route necessarily. But if you're willing to do some more individual ideas, I do have a recommendation for you all. If you're looking to wreak some more havoc, well, you could talk to my former business partner.
Who's that?
Well, he's in Wall Market. His name's Don Corneo. He and I go back.
Coming a fucking mile away.
He and I go back a few years. The relationship didn't go so well when he started, getting to be a little bit more of a, what did I call him last time? A horny bastard. But he might have some insider info if you pay him handsomely enough. But other than that, I know Bannon keeps trying to sniff out some more insider info on Shinra itself. So, if you're looking to, get a bit of a leg up on your enemy, maybe Bannon is the way to go.
Right, well, listen, that scorpion thing that we fought, if they've got more of those things, then I think the tactical advantage would be better.
Big says, yeah, when we last hit a reactor, they said that they just dealt with a mech. They didn't say that it was organic inside. That's definitely new. I am hearing some rumors that there's some upgrading happening to some security facilities on the upper plate.
Do I have any memory of a certain doctor from Shinra?
I'm going to give you a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You can roll insight plus insight, and it'll
Okay.
be drawing off of what memory you have right now.
Okay.
And I will give you basic information.
Okay. Or
If you roll willpower plus willpower, you will be diving into... You'll be basically scratching at that scab in your mind,
Oh shit.
and you'll get more info, but there may be some other stuff that you discover that might not be so sightly.
I'll do willpower. Willpower.
Okay.
Yeah, go for the juice. Go for the juice.
Dose.
That's a 10. 2 5s,
Okay.
which is not a critical hit. We just learned.
Yes,
we
it
read
is
the
not.
rules. It has to be 6s or higher, chat.
Yeah. Turns out when you actually read the rules, you find things out about how the game plays.
Hey, what do you know?
If there's a lesson to be
Hey.
learned here, it's read the rules with a shooting star.
Yes.
Yeah, Tone. If you roll above a 6, it's a critical. But if you roll below a 1, it's a failure.
I am going to have Flog Flagstaff's voice be the tutorial voice anytime I do a video
He's our,
explaining how
he's
the
our
system
Bruce
goes.
Campbell.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
Moogle that shows up in Final Fantasy VI, where it's like, hey, you can switch
Oh,
between party
great.
members. You dive in. And you think back to your day's training as soldier.
Hmm.
And you find that they're like a blur. It's weird. You know how you have some established behaviors. You have some established thoughts and feelings about certain things. But when you try to go back into memory to think about what established those, where did your training come from? Who did you know? It's like a haze falls over your mind. And you think about that dream. You think about how your very memory was not secure. Something was off. And in doing so, you remember something. You remember being in that tank. Your eyes had fluttered open, and you could hear just a couple of words. You recognize another soldier with a long purple braid and a man in a lab coat with long dark hair tied in a low ponytail, who had this sickening grin on his face. I'll just give him time. I'm sure with enough programming, we'll make sure he behaves accordingly. Who knows, though? If this project also goes tits up, I may have to re-strategize. But don't worry. You'll have a partner soon enough. And the soldier says, all right, I guess I can wait a little bit. I'm just really excited to see what he can do. And you see this man in a coat look at the tank. Yes. I'm sure whatever happens, everything is going to go just fine. And you come back to the present. You know the man to be Dr. Hojo. You know, just from that little conversation, it's like a spider web. Some of the strands open up, and you know that this man delved into some really unsightly, unsavory shit.
Unethical.
Unethical as fuck.
Yeah.
Experiments beneath Shinra Tower. You don't know how you know these things, but this knowledge comes crashing into your mind as this memory comes up. I am going to say you're going to take 5 points of damage as you feel this intense headache and a little bit of blood starts coming out of your nose.
Oh,
Could I divert that from HP to MP?
Ooh, you know what? I like that. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm a fair DM, chat. See you glaring at me, thinking, "Oh, he's gonna kill their family in front of them."
I think
you did kill our entire family.
I'm just mindlessly. I've been chewing on this piece of bread this whole time as my nose starts bleeding and dripping, and I'm just
Roy, and you just feel a slap just. Whoosh.
I will now take the 5 damage.
There you
to my
go.
health.
You just feel a meaty lunk of a hand that just across your back to like try to get you to wake up.
It triggers. I think I'd been holding my breath this whole time, so it does trigger a like.
Causing you to swallow into your air pipe the piece of bread.
Oh god, wait, I think I understand what this means. You start like gesturing for the fucking Heimlich. It means he needs more bread. And you just start shoving bread.
Well, this is how I died, chat. Death by bread.
Dead by bread.
Like part in the anime where they swap to like the really kiddie cartoon animation while they're doing this stupid thing. Yeah, the chibi stuff.
Yeah, finally I dislodged this bread from my mouth. Biggs.
Yeah. What's you all right?
Yeah, no. Can you get information on a Dr. Hojo?
You say the name, and even I'm gonna say that everybody in the room kind of shivers a little bit, like that nobody else has that in-depth knowledge, but they also know that he's a bit of a shithead.
Yeah.
You mean
I can try.
The head of the science division?
Roy looks at Vikes like, how do you know that?
Vikes is pawn and game of life.
Vikes thing to say though. That is good. I love that so much. I look at you confused by the whole statement of what just happened, and I turn away, do a double back. I look at Finn. I'm like, Finn, because you were in Shinra.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how far up you went in the command exactly, but what do you know about Hojo?
So Finn is still trying to recover from the dream that he had. He's not totally mentally there.
You're not all there?
He's not there. He keeps looking at his hands, and you guys may or may not see it, but there's like a purple aura that comes from his hands, and he's kind of trying to shake it off, and trying to control emotions at this time. So he's not all there. So he hears the question, and it's just an auto response. So at this point, he's heard the question, and he's bad news. He's did some shady shit when we were in Shinra. Still does. Well, I know him pretty well. And I think I have some contacts that I can reach out to as well that can get us some information.
Okay.
I'll look into my contacts. Sorry, just dealing with some stuff right now.
At this point, Flog reaches every single time. Reaches.
I forgot
for,
that was his name.
Reaches for a just a rag.
Flagstaff?
Flagstaff reaches for his stag flaff, and
Now I'm really gonna nosebleed.
he grabs full on Master Roshi. He grabs. You did it, Goku. That's another one I can kind of do. But he grabs a rag and he hands it to Roy. Hey, sorry for whatever it is you
you're dealing with. I mean, is it like a headache or?
Like, no, it you ever been let me rephrase that. You know when you're blackout drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you try to
Yeah, I know
remember
that feeling.
and you try to remember those memories and everything's just kind of a blur.
Yeah. Some of the best times happen in that blur. Or so I'm told.
Yeah. Well, imagine that, but it feels like somebody did it to you on purpose.
Through a mouthful of eggs. He gets them once or twice a week. It's a kind of normal thing.
I don't think this is Vikes. Not this time.
What's different this time?
It feels, like I said, like somebody went in there and, I don't know, blocked something.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Have you ever heard of hot room yoga?
All right, I pushed my plate away.
I think at this point, I just stop listening as well. Just get up with Roy, and we're like, and it's
Mike
like,
doubles down.
you just
and
hear the.
Just tell me more as you've grabbed
Yeah, Mike
all our
doubles
plates.
down and is like, oh, hot room yoga. Tell me.
Hey, listen, you can knock it all you want. All I'm gonna try and say is that sometimes if you focus inward, then you got a nice calm space around you, whether or not you're sweating your balls off from being in a hot room with yoga poses, it means that you're getting in touch with your inner self. And that's sort of what I'm trying to recommend. You know, if you feel like...
Rory, I think it's time for you to get out of here.
All right, well, just, you know what? You do you. I'll be here to put you up whenever you guys need a place to stay.
Appreciate that. So
We're
anyways,
leaving
Don Cornell,
already?
everybody.
I'm only on my third plate.
Just take it to go.
I mean, I'd preferably
Give him a
bring the
doggy
plate
bag.
back. I would love the plate to return.
Okay, I bring plate back.
So ridiculous.
Out of the corner, you just see a hand with a doggy bag. Just
Yeah.
drops it in front of him. Take it to go.
Okay.
We invented
So-
Ziploc in this game.
So, you both, all three of you have a choice. You can proceed with contacting Don Corneo, or you can send Biggs to see if he can get some more easy to come by information.
I think, out of character,
we
we do. I think we do Corneo and have Biggs go try to dig up some Hojo info.
I
Okay.
would agree with that. And I think I would write down contacts from my past that I think are still reliable, and give it to Biggs.
Okay.
I think I might have an in. Maybe I burn a
Fabula point?
Fabulous point.
fabula point with the weightlifters.
Oh. Mwah.
I love so much that that's still a thing that we talked about.
Yes.
I think I might have. And for those in the chat that don't know, there's a mini game in Final Fantasy VII where you go in and like you have to lift the weights and do squats by like spamming the X and the triangle and the square and the X and the triangle and the square. It's a pain in the ass to do, but it's so fucking what you get out of it. the whole
I
time.
love to think that for Vikes, when you first arrived here, you found that place and it was one of those places where like, oh, this is quick money for me. I'll just challenge people to like squats or push-ups, and that's how you just make some quick meal every now and again. To the point that we're like, not you again, get out of here.
Yeah. No. He's super.
You gotta
he's
show
got
us how
superhuman
you do
strength.
it, right? You gotta.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm having flashbacks to playing Remake and doing the pull-up contest, and I was on the last mission, and I played that shit for an hour, and I still couldn't do it. It was the only time I raged enough to turn the game off. Fucking bullshit.
When you get the belt, it's hard because like it goes off after like 2 seconds, so you have to remember what the position he's in, so he goes up and down fast.
All right. Biggs takes Finn's list of contacts and says, I'll see what I can dig up. I do have a question for you guys, though.
I underlined two names on there.
What names?
I would
Flog
say
Flagstaff. Junior.
Engelberg Humperdinck. Yeah, exactly.
No, it's Flagstaff, his evil
Yeah,
twin.
this one's called Manny, last name Fest, and then his friend Destiny.
yeah, exactly. Those two, exactly. Yeah.
Play Fabula Ultima, work with your party, make lore together. It's a great system, everybody.
Yes, one's called Manny and Destiny.
Give free reign to your players, they said. It would be a good idea, they said.
Come on, your first mistake was picking me.
I made
I don't know what came over
many
pick Jonathan and
mistakes.
be like, create a character.
I was like on the spot. How do you not expect me to make a bit character? Like,
His name is Emmanuel, but they call him Manny.
Manny, okay. And who's the other one?
Destiny.
Fucking Dez is their name.
Desi.
full name Destiny.
Yeah,
Full name
Destiny.
Shut the
Destiny, but they call her Desi.
Okay. I'm
you
fine
go.
with this. Chat, don't you start with me too.
Tear him up in the chat with like Des.
Tiny,
Tinny.
Tara, I see you. But
Nice.
I did it to myself. Rude.
Funny.
Big says, all right, I'll see what I can come up with. I'll report back when I can. But
And I definitely warned him about the soldier with purple hair that I remember.
oh. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't quite put it together that you would have ins with soldier, but you know Esmer?
They have a name.
Yeah, she's kind of a
I don't-
nightmare.
I don't know Esmer as much as I barely remember Esmer.
Well,
I think Esmer was waiting for someone. It's a blur. I don't know.
all right, well, just word to the wise, you see her, you walk the other direction. But I will, I'll see what I can dig up. I'll see you guys tonight. Just be safe. Corneo's a bit of a slime ball, so just prepare for the worst when you try to meet him.
Just rack one.
Cracks knuckles while he's putting his gloves on.
And then Vikes does it, but it's louder, and you're like, fuck.
He does it, but forgets he's wearing his brass knuckles, so they just dent. Oh shit! How, Vikes? How?
I love
Our entire guild budget is just your fucking brass knuckles.
Yeah, that's why I repair them all the time.
Ugh, I love
And I
it
just
so
grab
much.
his
But off
brass
to
knuckles.
the market district we go.
All right. You start making your way from sector to sector.
Making my way down.
Oh, you said it and I was thinking it.
God damn it. And you start seeing more and more groups of people sort of huddling up on the streets, having hushed conversations over the events of the last couple of days. Some still talking about the broadcast, some talking about the Mako reactor, some talking about the plate falling. And there's this general feeling of unrest. But as you guys are walking through the city, more and more small bits of conversation you can hear mention Avalanche in a positive light. That's something that basically pointing out that something doesn't seem right about what Shinra's telling us. You know, maybe Avalanche really was the good guys the whole time. You know, you're starting to hear that opinion start to shift as you're passing through
Public
the city.
opinion.
Yes. You make it to Wall Market. Everything is bright, everything is colorful, everything is exciting and loud. There's music playing from multiple different shops. There's neon lights that add to the street lights, so it's giving it this colorful sort of ambiance around you. You can see the gym at the far end of the street, right in front of the large, opulent mansion, if you want to call it that. It's really just like 6 rooms, but that sits at the very end. You can see several sort of muscular stiffs walking around with sort of sneering looks at the populace as people handle their business. You can hear the Honeybee Inn right around the corner. What do you guys do?
All right. So, what information do they give us about Don Corneo?
Right now, the last you heard was that, well, I'll go ahead and give you this as something maybe Biggs had said before you guys made your way out there. Tifa and Aerith both had made their way out here to try to get information from Corneo. Biggs had said that the conversation didn't go well, but Tifa did manage to find out about the plate fall before it eventually came down. That's how she was able to join the fight. So you guys are aware that he is a slime ball, but he does have insider info with some of Shinra's big moves. Since the encounter with Tifa, his security has been beefed up a little bit, and he's starting to see less and less people. He takes less and less audiences for fear that he's going to get his balls ripped off. I think that's what was mentioned in his last encounter. So
Yeah.
he's kind of closed himself off to the populace for the most part.
Right.
I'm
All right.
going to burn a Fabio point
Okay.
and say that one of the guys at the gym that I used to work out with is an extra hired bodyguard that they brought on because they don't have enough guards.
Okay. Oh, that's so good. What is their name? For the love of God, come up with a decent. I swear to God, if you give me a weird fucking name, I'm gonna...
Fabio Twinkletoes is his name.
Nice.
Solid.
These notes are going to be really weird when I wake up tomorrow and I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Hey, what a
Fabulous.
fabulous-
Okay. I'll say that
he's a bodybuilder, but always wanted to be a dancer.
yes.
Yes. Yes.
and goes to the bee to just dance.
Yes, he wants to be a dancer at the Honeybee Inn. Oh, I love it so much.
That's good.
Somebody one day will write the story of Fabio
And the
Twinkletoes.
reason the reason he got the name Twinkletoes is because his feet are always pedicured. Like he's this like buff dude working out and everything, and then he takes off his shoes and it's like
Perfectly. Yeah.
like that anime like yeah, shine.
Listen, guys, if you just do a little self-care, you too can have beautiful feet. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah.
He's very
He like
defensive
takes
about
his
it.
shoe off and all the other guys in the gym are like
Ah, it's
somebody's dropping a barbell on themselves.
it's the Kaiba gif where it's like
Yes.
he's being blasted away in the duel. Oh,
Yeah.
I love it so
That's
much.
funny.
All right. You can spot Fabio is stepping away from one of the food vendors. He has his protein bowl to go, and he's just picking at it with a pair of chopsticks, and he sort of glances in your direction. Vikes, what the hell are you doing around here?
You're
You're
muted.
muted. Oh,
You're
it just
muted.
didn't
Oh, no,
come
you're-
through.
Oh,
Did
you're
you
not
yell?
muted. It just didn't come through.
Fabio.
And Vikes became Mario. Okay, cool.
It's a me, a Fabio.
Oh. Yeah, he kind of gives him like a he gives him the predator, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. The arm clasp.
Oh, yes.
You know, and like they do like the I can't think of his name from Brotherhood from Fullmetal Alchemist. Armstrong.
Oh,
he does
yeah,
like
yeah,
the,
Oh,
like muscle bicepping, like the Flash.
we're being blown away by the pressure. We're like,
Their shirts,
Yeah.
their shirts immediately fray from the muscles that bulge.
Yeah, it's that stupid.
My cape is
anime
blowing in the wind
cliche.
faster.
Yeah,
I love it so much. Fabio says, "Only man who could ever beat me in a bench press competition. What the hell you been up to, Vikes?" And he pulls you in for a hug.
I have been helping. You know who?
Oh shit! Really?
oil spill.
And he like looks around and then gestures towards one of the alleyways nearby. It seems,
Winter
much clearer
storm.
of people. I fucking hate you guys.
What is in the alleyway? No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No,
It's
so
been
yeah,
too
so
long. I
so
got
him
it.
in the
No,
group.
just kidding.
Him and the group kind of make that like mosey up. Jonathan's face.
It's ridiculous.
No, we go around the corner and I go, we're here on the avalanche business.
Fuck. I mean, wait, if you're with Avalanche, where's Ingrid? He sees your expression shift and he says, "Oh, fuck." And he immediately like pulls you in. I'm sorry.
He was at the playground. I couldn't get to her in time.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's fine, Fabio. I need access key or something for mansion.
You want to talk to
We need to
Corneo?
get in Corneo. Yes.
I mean, I can try. What are you looking to get specifically?
And I look toward Roy and I'm like, what are we getting?
No, we need to get to him. And I've got an idea. If you don't have a direct access to him, maybe we could incite a little bit of a revolt against him. I don't know if you know, or if the people of the marketplace know, but Corneo knew about the plate fall. You get enough people at his front door, we can come in the back. No pun intended.
Every pun intended.
Okay, I'm gonna let that one
What
go.
is pun?
Pun is when you, like, for example, give me a second. Listen,
Just
we're part of
spits
an
out
organization.
water, Finn.
We're part of an organization called Oil Spill. Okay, see, that's a pun because I know the name, but I'm just going to call it another major disaster.
I'm intentionally punking out this organization.
Mud flaps? What?
Roy, go ahead and give me a willpower plus insight. This is basically going to be like to try to persuade Fabio with this information.
Can I do anything to aid him?
I'll say if you aid him, you can give him a +1. Go ahead and
Okay,
make the
cool.
same roll. It'll be DC 10.
Yeah.
Double sevens, baby.
Oh, fuck.
That's a crit.
That's
It is a crit.
And on
I'm not even gonna roll.
That's fair. This note is going to be hilarious. Roy.
I look at Roy as he's talking and I go, well, Fabio, I was going to suggest we just sneak in with your key card, but I actually like that idea better.
No, normally I'd say we just sneak in with the key card, Vikes, but I mean, we sneak in, he makes a loud noise, and then we got to deal with the guards. But if all the guards are too busy with the people, makes our job a little easier.
It is
Besides, I look at my vest. I'm like, I don't think I brought enough ammo for everybody.
Just as a reminder, the
Why
chat,
need ammo when you have these?
These guns have unlimited ammo. Game Shark code.
I never have to reload these.
as a reminder to the chat, just as an added little bit of fun, anytime a crit success is rolled, whether in combat or whether a fumble is rolled, it all gets marked down in the Chronicle. And then when we see each other at cons, I will be getting initials from everybody here.
And because I get an opportunity with it, don't I?
You do get an opportunity.
Okay. I will grant I'm just gonna grant advantage to Vikes, which means on the next check performed you get a +4 to it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god. +4?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Damn. I'll take it.
Fabio's face goes pale at this information. My cousin lost somebody when the plate fell. And that bastard knew.
We all lost somebody, so figure a few of these people might not be so, you know.
Vikes leans into Fabio and goes, "You remember when he raised rent?"
Yeah. Fucked up with my workout routine. I had to pick up a second job. Fucker.
Oh, did they? Never mind. I don't know you. I don't know the character. I was like, oh, did they let you into the Honeybee Inn finally?
Yeah.
But I was like, but I don't know.
No,
Focus
working on
point.
it. This is long quest line.
Yeah, no, he didn't like lose anybody. His whole issue is that Corneo pulled his application to be in the Honeybee Inn, and they never got back to him.
Damn.
Oh, that's so sad.
God, that actually is worse. I'd rather he lose somebody.
I love you guys so much.
Remember,
All
we
right,
had to pay double the dues. And then he dropped the plate.
Well, like he didn't drop the plate, but he knows people that were going to drop the plate. He could have saved lives, is what we're saying.
Finn
What he
clenches his
said.
fist, and flame starts to erupt from his fist as he's just standing there quietly.
whatever you guys
I
need.
think we take a 45-pounder and we drop it on him.
Make it a 60. All right.
Yeah. another son of a bitch.
Fuck yeah! The muscles just bulged and ripped.
The camera pans from the outside, and in the alleyway, we just see an explosion of like debris.
Yeah.
Like dust.
Yeah, like
and-
somebody's walking their dog by and like the dog goes flying.
It cuts back in, and Finn and Roy, their hair is blown back from the force.
The cape is still just flapping in the wind.
Yeah. The fist of flame has been blown out. There's just a little smoke coming.
Oh my god!
Well,
I love how this idea of like biceps just glistening in the moonlight
Yes.
is what's causing all of this.
Yes. So, oh god, is the plate falling? No, they're just working out.
Bang, bang. Right. Well, I think. Listen, we're a bunch of nobodies here in the marketplace, but if you can pull the ear of, I don't know, some of the more respectable people, I think they might be willing to at least listen to all of us.
Absolutely. I can talk with Leslie, make sure that we can arrange something. Can even talk with Jules, maybe have a show or something out on the street, draw the attention of the guards, get you guys in a little bit easier. Tell you what, you guys head to Jules' gym. I'll see what I can't cook up. Tonight, we'll see if we can't get you guys inside.
Perfect.
Not
I
tonight.
teach them how to lift weights.
Yeah, these idiots, with little teeny string bean arms, gotta learn. All right, idiots was a
Right,
little
I
rough.
teach you how to do squats.
I do grip the rifle a little bit.
No, he's like, idiots was a little strong. That came off a little rough. I'm sorry. It's been a frustrating couple days. I don't take it personally.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
no.
You know.
Just when we're in the gym, though, I may be a little bit more rough with you. It's the,
No, that's fine. I get it. I
Cool.
get it. You know,
All right.
it's, you know.
Anyway, he departs. He leads you guys over to Jules's gym, where there is just this sea of ripped bodies of all kinds, all just sweating. They've got some like 80s rock playing on the speakers to kind of just add that little extra motivation. And at the center of the room, towards the back, you see Jules, the leader of the gym. They've got long, like, messy but well-styled black curly hair. Their face is made up very beautifully. They're wearing a tube top, and their muscles are just like, this tube top is barely hanging on. It is.
My dear life.
Yeah, like hope is what is keeping this thing on Jules's body. Fabio, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna use a fabula point here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use the fabula point because I am going to get recognized by Jules as a winner of the squat competition one year.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna say anything, and I'm just like,
All right. As you all walk in, Jules points you out just as Fabio approaches to have a conversation, and Jay, the gentleman that you beat in the squatting competition, follows Jules's finger, and immediately you see that like anime angry face, like, oh, this son of a bitch, and this dude is huge. He's like Brock Lesnar size, and he sort of stomps his way over. It was a fluke. I saw that last squat. You didn't get all the way down. I swear to God, if I ever get a rematch with you.
I mean, anytime, anywhere, big boy.
You get the like the train whistles out of his ears.
I just kind of like gut check. I'm gonna say Vex or Vex here, but I'm gonna say Vix. Okay, I'm trying to say Vix on purpose, so I'm just gonna be like, Vix. Did you see that?
I sure did.
Yes, I think you can take him.
All right.
I don't think he meant now. It wasn't a. No, we're not gonna treat you guys like Pokemon and make you fight each other.
Spoilers
My
for
Snorlax is
Yeah,
bigger.
weird cold cut. Hey, actually, quick question: is the arena open?
from what you gather, the arena is still open.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Is there anything you guys would wish to do in this moment of quiet, quote unquote, but in this moment of calm before you eventually are able to gain access to Don Corneo? You have all of Wall Market open to you. If you want to take a look at a possible merchant, if you want to see what shopping you guys want to do, I mean, shopping and items and all that stuff, if you guys want, we could take care of that in the break.
Yeah, that's kind of the nice thing about Fabio Ultima, the way that you can just do shopping. And I think Ned, you weren't here for this, but we decided to split the gil. Everybody gets 300, and then we have 100 left over that we can use on something that we want.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
but-
Finn's gonna just out of spite grab the trophy where his name is from the win and just kind of clean it. just like because it's got dust because it's been so long, but he's just like as he's looking at the other dude.
It's such a dick move. Jay, his face has gone like purple. He's just so angry.
Sit back.
But yeah, you guys have funds available to you. If there's some quick shopping you guys want to do, if there's anything in this moment of calm you guys want to do, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Honestly,
think. Oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I think
Jesus.
Finn's gonna make a magic cannon in this and
Okay.
have it on the ready so that he has it like slinged over his arm.
Okay, what does Finn's magic cannon look like?
So the magic cannon is, I would say, has like a barrel, pretty
Most
large
cannons
barrel
do.
in the front. Well, okay,
I would
a
assume
large barrel in the front. Kind of looks pirate-esque, where it's like a
Like a flintlock.
yeah, like a flintlock type of
Got that
weapon.
ribbed edge at the end, and then it kind of
Yes.
goes in.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love it.
exactly. And then on the as a scope, it's got like a stem and a circle, and like it's like, how would I explain it? It's kind of crystal-esque, right? Like it's magic. It's got magic in it, so that he's able to see through it and kind of decipher when he uses it,
Sure.
like a scan. So like if he uses to scope in, he can scan the object and see their weakness,
Oh, okay.
type of thing. So he can do that with that, and he has it like slinged over his shoulder.
Okay.
Now that that's appeared.
You guys
Is it
oh, go ahead.
is it an over the shoulder or is it a like underarm shot, or is it like
No,
a
it's a rifle.
okay, so it's a
cannon.
rifle. Okay,
Yeah.
I would like to lather myself up in tanning oil
Okay.
so
You
that
could just do that.
one, my muscles are glistening, and two,
hate
so
everything.
that maybe, and I will burn an old, I'll burn a fabula point for this, but maybe it'll give me like a +1 to my defense, making it harder for people to like grab onto me.
I will say, instead of using a fabula point, if you want to use some of your inventory points, because you just have access to those, if you spend, I'll say you
I
can.
have 6 total.
You have 6
Yeah.
total. I'll
You can
say for
stretch.
that, because you're increasing your obviously your physical defense, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say if you spend 2 inventory points, that will equate to a +1 to
Cool.
your physical defense.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Just for this little mission.
Okay. Just keep in mind, this is for everybody. As a turn, you can use inventory points to just have a potion on you, or have a remedy, or whatever. So just keep that in mind. That is something you have access to pretty much at any point in the game. Okay. Roy, anything for you?
I think the only thing I'm interested in, and I would only care if it gives me either an item, a boon, or an advantage going into all this, is going through the arena.
Oh, okay.
And that could be a team thing too if everybody else wants to go with as well, or I can just run it solo.
Yeah, I'll go in.
I'd go in.
Did this just become an arena episode? Okay. Okay. With that, everybody give me an attack roll. Just whatever your attack roll is, whether it's a skill. Vikes, if you wanted to use your +4 here, you can. I'm just going to go ahead and say that just for this, you can just hold on to that +4 until you really need it.
Yeah.
So let me know what you guys get.
Yeah, I'm not going to
7.
use the +4. It's a 14.
Okay.
A 6 and 8 on the die.
Nice.
11. 1, 11.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Fuck.
Jesus.
All right. You guys approach the arena handlers, and they say, well, three more competitors coming to prove their worth in the arena below. Well, we do have some monsters and some competitors who are hoping to do the same. Would be delighted to see how you all fare. And through a quick conversation, and while you're passing the time, the three of you just carve through everybody that steps up. You come across some pretty standard, bandit-looking dudes. You come across some Shinra tech. You even come across a guy with spiky hair by the name of Johnny, who's really just whiny. You don't really know why he's in the arena. He keeps crying about Tifa. It's really awkward and a little confusing.
And we whoop his ass.
Yes, you do.
His specifically. I don't know why I'm so upset at him, but I just.
I've never met him before, but I fucking hate him. I'll say, with your performance in the arena, with those rolls, because those are really fucking good rolls, I'm going to say that you guys walk away with 1,500 gil.
Holy shit.
Yo, that's 500 a pop, baby. That's 800 each that we have now.
Okay. I got to go shopping next session.
I know, right?
But we will say, why don't we go ahead? We're going to take a break here. When we come back is going to be when you guys get access to Don Corneo. To the chat, go ahead and stick around for a couple minutes. We're going to take a quick bio break. Make sure that our players are refreshed for what comes next. I like the calmness of this session as opposed to the heart wrench that was last one. So, but yes, for now, if you guys want to stick around, we've got some ridiculousness planned for you. Oh God, what?
Wait till we get harassed by Don Corneo.
It'll be awkward and great. But yes, stick around, everybody. We will see you guys in a couple minutes.
Vex, but I keep saying I'm gonna keep trying to say.
It's
Vix.
also not Vex.
It's
Isn't it
Vikes.
Vex? Right, Vex, Vox,
Vox.
yeah, Vox.
Hi,
If you
chat.
just go through every vowel in the alphabet, eventually you'll hit I, and that's the one.
Chat, do you remember
Right.
last week when we had this conversation and North was like, no, I totally know how it's pronounced.
I said it right.
No, you didn't. You've been calling him Vex.
Vex. It's Vex.
Hi, everybody.
It's just your Latino mother calling it Vicks, like
Oh.
Vicks Vapor Rub. That's what it is.
See,
So,
it's true though.
Cancel him. Cancel him. Cancel him.
Yeah.
canceled.
Cancel him.
Well then, hi everybody. We are segueing to the evening where the bodybuilders inside the gym have decided to help out with the urging of Fabio and the easy conversation you guys end up having with Jules. They decide to put on a ridiculous show of physical strength and stamina with a show out in the streets of Wall Market for everybody to enjoy. As that happens, you see a lot of the guards that have been patrolling through the streets start making their way towards the crowd that continues to build up and build up and build up. And as more of Corneo's guards' presence becomes clear, Fabio starts things off with a stiff and hard clock across the chin of one of the guards, and you watch as all of the bodybuilders basically launch out to try to disable as many of them as possible, and in the ensuing chaos, give you an opening. You guys quickly make your way up to the doors of the mansion. I'm going to say that there are 2 guards standing out front who are completely caught off guard by what's happening. Why do I keep doing that? How do you 3 disable them?
I think as we're coming up, hey guys, we're here as backup, and then as they let their guard down to like approach us,
Go ahead and make your roll. Tell me how much how ridiculous damage you do.
Whop.
let's say 15 to hit.
Oh, yeah. 15 absolutely hits.
Lovely. Then that is gonna be. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting to add my 5 to this actually. So 15 plus 7 is 22 plus 2 is 24. I deal 24 damage. And I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make it light damage. As just this radiant burst of light. Just if you've ever seen Supernatural and you've seen when like a demon gets exorcised and light comes out of their mouth and eyes, it's just that.
That's intense, and I love it. Yeah, you quickly disable these 2 guards without issue. They crumble to the ground, and the doors open to you. They
Itchy
open.
finger tonight, huh?
What was that?
Itchy finger tonight, huh?
No, yeah.
I thought you said you didn't have enough ammunition for all of them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Right, but that's only 2 of them. Like I've got ammo for 2 people, and it was. I don't need you guys to judge me in my white methods. This is why.
You hear that voice.
You hear that voice?
Did we all hear it or just me?
Roy, you hear that.
Oh.
Shake the foundations of your sanity for just a little moment. You felt this surge of righteous fury taking out these 2 guards in front of you. The voice fades from your mind.
Yeah,
Roy. Roy.
Hey, let's get in. Fucking get in here as I push the door open. I'm like, come on. What are you waiting for? Also, did we ever figure out that red materia?
You did not. But you have it on you.
Yeah, I think we left it in your knuckles.
What, this
Yes.
thing?
Yes.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
I'm all about it.
Love it. You guys step into the main entryway of Don Corneo's mansion. It is this circular room. There are 2 spiral staircases that go up to the second floor. On that second floor, you can see 2 large, opulently decorated double doors. You see 1 room on each side on the second floor and on the first floor. There are several other guards who immediately alert to your presence. Now, given that there are so many of them and only 3 of you, instead of doing a full fucking combat, we're gonna do a clock instead. So, what is your goal in this encounter?
To annihilate them.
Okay.
Do we
we're
want
getting
to wipe
through.
out the forces, or do we want to?
Well,
just
we're getting
find,
through.
I was gonna say, or find Corneo, block the door off, hold them off while we interrogate.
Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting way to approach it.
Because taking the time to fight them, Corneo could find the time to leave, escape, run, hide. That's where I'm at with that.
I say, okay, I'm compromise on this. I say me and Vix, all right, are gonna stay to fight while
What's
you
his
sneak
real
off.
name?
Yes.
What's his real name?
No, I don't want to. Then I'm gonna say it right from now on. So I say, me and Vic stay behind, right? And you go find Corneo and lock him in the room. So
And
that
in worst case scenario, we have our comms. So if
Yeah.
he's gonna have some big bad with him, it's gonna be some creature, a monster. There's gonna be more than I'll be able to take. I'll be like, hey guys, yeah, never mind. I'm gonna need y'all to come over here. So yeah, if that's the way we want to do it, we can split the party as much as I know better.
I think that. How many guards are there here? 6, 5, 6?
I'm gonna say that there's close to 10.
Actually, in that case, I present a third option that we didn't think about.
Okay.
Let's find out what that red material
I
is.
was waiting for one of you to say
Yeah,
something.
I was gonna say, you know what? Why
This
don't
seems
you
like the
two? Why don't you two go and investigate, and I'll handle the
Okay.
10 guards.
Yeah, try activating it now. It might wipe out everything in the room, and then all 3 of us can go.
And I kind of I think Vikes looks back at Finn and Roy and is like, sorry,
You're doing it too now.
it's spelled Ro, but it's Roy.
Roy.
He
Well,
goes,
it's Roey, so it's Roy.
Roy.
Yeah.
Finn, Roy, go
Hmm.
find that jack wagon. I take care of these guys. And I think he's gonna slam that materia, and then I don't know does it activate something, or do I have to attack, or
I'm gonna say, I know. So peek behind the curtain.
because if it doesn't actually do like a crazy attack, I have something planned
Okay.
to hit these guys.
What ends up happening? You slam the materia and activate it, and as you do, there's that spiral of light that appears around you, and that light shoots up into the very tip top of this room and starts to manifest into a humanoid shape that is rippled with gigantic rock-like muscles, with arms as huge as a car, and it slams down onto the ground, and all of the 10 guards begin freaking the fuck out. So I'm gonna say that you and Titan both are you have your backup. You two can spend as much time as you'd like gooing these 10 idiots on the base level while the other 2 start heading up.
So Vikes just looks at Titan go flying down and his feet land on 2 separate guards and they just turn to mush. And he kind of turns back and he goes, I think we've got it handled.
Titan turns back, and you see those burning amber eyes looking directly into you. And he turns and decks one of the guys who goes like flying through the wall into the next room.
I think they got it. We can go.
Oh God, there's 2 of them.
All right. So, Roy and Finn, you are heading up to Corneo's room, yes? Okay.
Whenever, yes, however we get there.
Okay. As you pull at the door, hold, please.
Hold.
Roy, does a 12 hit you?
It does not.
Okay. Finn, does a 14 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. As you guys reach for the door to pull it open, it activates a trap, and appearing out of small slots in the door, there are teeny little barrels that send out several darts. Roy, you quickly move out of the way. Finn, you are going to take 5 points of poison damage. And
I am resistant to poison.
You're resistant to poison. That's good.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
And you are going to take the poisoned condition. So that means that your might and willpower die sizes go down by 1.
Yes. That's fine.
All right.
Also, does he only take half damage?
He does only take half damage. If you have resistance, you take half.
Okay.
Yes, I have resistance to dark and poison.
Sweet.
Dope.
All right.
Holy shit.
You still muscle the door open, and you see Corneo on bed, shrieking back. He's got a remote control in his hand. No, please, not again. Don't do this to me again. As he's clearly holding the mechanism that activated that trap. Finn, you can feel burning go right from the spot where you were hit, start to course through your body. It racks you with pain.
His Finn's gonna look at his arm, and his entire arm is just going to light up purple, just all engulfed in flame as he's now it's showing the resistance. He's fighting that poison.
Okay, all right. But yeah, Corneo is like scrambled back to as far back in the bed as he can, and is holding his hands up.
Right, Mr. Corneo. Listen, we're here to evacuate you and get you out of here per Shinra's orders, okay? We need you to come with us. There's a commotion going on out front, but we can get you safely out of here.
Holy shit.
Ooh, I am going to need... go ahead and give me a willpower plus insight.
Okay, and can I aid him? Can I describe how I want to aid him?
Commotion.
Go ahead and make me
This is
your
how I'm gonna
pitch.
aid him.
Go ahead and make me your pitch.
Here's how I aid him. I'm gonna burn a fabula point.
Okay.
And at that moment, a body of one of the guards is gonna come flying up and into the door frame. Like just
Just to my side.
yeah.
I'll say, Roy, go ahead and add +2 because that's fucking hilarious. As this body he like flies, like flips through the air, and like his neck and head hit the door frame, so it impacts, and it just flips back down to the ground, totally unmoving.
I don't even look away. I don't look at the
Yeah,
body. I just
you're
look,
still
I just
looking at
look
him.
at Corneo when I'm like,
That's hilarious.
No way.
it's double sixes, baby.
fucking
Oh
hell.
my god. 14. Crit.
And what advantages do I get? Hold on. Where's this fucking...
When we look back at the crit list, it's just gonna be all Jonathan.
No, you guys, it's a pretty even spread right now. Where did I put my pen? Where is that?
I want to give him an affliction.
Oh. Do tell.
Shaken.
Okay.
Not stirred.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You have met your last yum.
All right. I got it marked. Tell me about what affliction does.
Shaken. The affliction, essentially, much like the term, shakes him to his core with fear, and his willpower goes one size down in die.
Oof. All right. Sounds good. Corneo says, all right, we can use my tunnel. I do have a secret access tunnel. And he like climbs off the bed and smashes a button that was hidden under a lamp. And part of the wall drops and there's a staircase leading down.
Okay, I'm just gonna let the rest of our extraction team know, and I'm gonna call out to
I'm right
Dude.
next to you.
well, Vikes. He's not. So I'm gonna just call down to Vikes so he knows like what button to press when he comes up here and where to go.
Okay.
All you hear on the other end of it is crunch.
I'm gonna assume he heard me. Like, you know what? That's on him.
And then you
Corneo.
just hear, I'm sorry, can you repeat that? Crunch, crunch.
Oh, that one was squelchy.
Oh,
Come on. Oh, the squelch made it real. Yeah.
Corneo, is there any important documents or anything here that you need to take with you? Any gil? Anything for emergencies?
He runs over to
Rob
his
this
dresser
motherfucker.
and opens one of the drawers or one of the cabinets, and you can see there's a safe inside. And he quickly like scrambles. He gets the code wrong the first time, but he eventually gets it right. And you hear and pries it open, and you see piles of gil. He quickly grabs like a suitcase and just starts shoveling as much as he can inside. I knew I had to move. I knew I had to move to another sector after fucking Tifa.
I go up to him and I'm helping him. I'm like, no, I know you had to move. We should have moved.
Yes,
I'm shoveling
I
shit in the-
help. We're sleight of hand. Can we do a sleight of hand?
Give me
Like a couple coins just come in like to our pockets.
Oh, I'm keeping the suitcase. I'm gonna be like, I'll carry it for you.
I want to do a
You got-
sleight of hand.
Chat,
though.
look at me, chat. What, you think I didn't have a fucking plan for this? you think I didn't think this through?
Came
Come
in
on.
here like a schmuck, not
Yeah.
ready to do this.
I'll say this. Given that you crit your last deception and he's fucking terrified right now, I'm gonna say he's like, good, great, and just starts bolting right down the stairs. You have at least 6,000 gil in this bag right now.
We're keeping that, right?
We're holding it for him.
I have no intention of giving that back.
No, absolutely
He shot
not.
me.
Yeah. Hey, Bikes, we're heading down secret tunnel. I'd recommend you get up here as soon as you can.
On my way.
Good.
Vikes, as you and Titan are just ripping through not only these 10 guys, but also ones that start coming in from the other rooms,
Yeah.
you feel this adrenaline strike you. This is exactly what you need. Every punch you deliver is perfect. It's the chef's kiss on the anger and the rage that you feel. And you start to realize the rage is starting to take a little bit more of a hold. As something seems to be fueling that. I'm going to need a willpower plus willpower.
Really quickly, in the chat, I put a GIF. Eventually, when we slink down into the hole with Don Corneo, that's me at the end looking at the camera.
Hold on.
It's chat for you guys. It's the GIF of Tom and Jerry where when the cat like and closes the door behind him and reaches out and closes it on him.
Okay, hold on. Willpower. A willpower plus willpower, huh?
Yes.
Fuck.
I believe in you.
You know what? You know what?
You have that +4.
I'm gonna use that +4 on
Yep.
this.
All right.
out of the box.
Out of the box.
It's a good thing I did that because that's a 4 and a 3 on the die, so that's 7 plus the 4 makes it 11.
Okay. Your rage that you fly into is boundless. It is bottomless. You feel this fuel go into every one of your muscles, and it's like your vision tunnels a little.
Yeah.
And you can hear something just at the corners of your perception. You need to wake up. Wake up.
Wake up.
Your final strike, as you're completely consumed by this rage. As you turn, the guard sees your eyes flash white, and as you strike out, your arm, the flesh starts to harden into scales, and diamond pieces start shooting off of your flesh as you punch so hard that the guard's head disappears. And that is when your perception returns to you, and you are staring at your arm, which now has this vaguely monstrous diamond-like hide crawling up just to your shoulder. At this point, all of the guards on the base level are dead. You pry.
Yeah, like try to take a piece off.
It hurts to try to do so. And the more and more you feel your adrenaline ease, you watch as these pieces of diamond seep back into your skin, and your flesh slowly return to normal.
I think he just kind of looks around and sees like the viscera and destruction that he caused. Weird.
That's strange.
Okay.
You hear,
Like's okay.
it's okay. It's going to be okay. It's that same voice, that same female voice that you've heard a couple of times now.
I don't trust this bitch.
I think he tries to like center his breathing. You know, like really focus in on it and just try to hone in on that moment and just listen to the voice of, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
Okay.
As Titan evaporates and as everything kind of just...
As the carnage all settles, an eerie quiet just fills the room, and it adds to that stabilizing moment of you just honing in.
Yeah.
Just breathe.
So I then go and search all of the bodies.
You find...
No, I'm fucking with you. I'm not gonna make you do that. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'll just come up with loot for about 15 guys.
One gil each because they were on a stipend.
Yes.
You find 17 iron bangles that you can't.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh, that just that just brought back.
And
memories.
what cured petrify? What was it? The feather? What
Soft.
cured the soft.
Soft.
And 34 softs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
and three Geisel greens for
Right.
for-
One of them was training a chocobo that is now fatherless because you killed him.
Because I
Wow.
pummeled it into dust. Yeah.
Sounds like a fucking skill issue, my guy.
So
He's the guy who just evaporated two people into light.
Yeah, hypocrite. So I head up the stairs after them and the secret stairway.
Okay. At this point, we'll rejoin everybody. You guys, we'll say Vikes eventually catches up. You guys go down this spiral staircase that leads down into the sewers. And Corneo's like shuffling his feet. He is moving very quickly. He's very scared. He says, "There should be a secure elevator just up ahead. It's down one of the halls. We can use it to get up to one of the Shinra security posts. It should be able to be our way out."
Right. Which way?
Oh, that's gonna be this way. And at that question, he's like, "Wait, shouldn't my security team know this?" And you see, he kind of looks at you for a moment. Who are you with again?
Shinra.
Well, yeah, but like, who's your superior officer? And he starts to slowly back up.
I name a superior officer since I worked at Shinra and I know them.
Okay. Go ahead. Make me
Guy
a willpower.
Fawkes.
Remember.
Colonel Guy Fawkes.
Finn, go ahead and make me a willpower plus insight. I'm going to give you advantage. So that is going to be a +4 to your check because you're using your character's knowledge and all that stuff.
I believe in you. Don't fuck me on this. We have 6,000 gil writing on this.
That is double 6 plus 4.
Gang.
All right. For right now,
6,000 gil is writing on.
this is a house payment.
Come on, Black. Come on, Black.
For the moment,
Daddy needs
until
a new
I've
shotgun.
Jesus.
We got 100 HP to take care of.
Good lord. You see his suspicion eases. He says, "Oh, thank God." For a second, I thought you guys were like one of the Avalanche groups.
Yeah,
You thought we were-
I was,
Colonel
it was so.
Gatsby.
I mean, let's be real. You guys are wearing a little bit of weird outfits. All right, I didn't realize you guys were undercover.
No, I know, but you thought that we were with Thunderstorm. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Waterfall or whatever the
let's
fuck.
down
Whatever.
the other tunnel.
Oh, the other
But
tunnel.
at that minute, at that second, you hear coming down the hallway, "Guys, I took care of them all." As Vikes comes crashing down.
Oh, good. Yeah, he's our backup. Yeah.
Oh,
He's the
right.
backup.
Yeah. The one that I told.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's down the other hall?
The other hall just leads to the train graveyard. It's a little bit of a maze to get to, but it will eventually lead towards Sector 6, so you can head towards what's left of Sector 7. Which, I mean, if you're up for some depression, go ahead and go take a look, right?
Right. Did you lose anybody
What?
in the sector? In Sector 7, did you lose anybody?
No.
No, because I just thought because if you had lost somebody, you wouldn't be so keen on making any jokes.
You see his face kind of pales. Listen, I was just trying to.
Trying to make a quick buck, trying to hide, trying to save yourself, trying to, throw everybody else under the bridge, get in bed with Shinra. No, I've heard it before. I get it. I understand. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through the train yard, and you're gonna talk while we go there.
You're not.
Corneo feels the shadow of Vikes just right behind him.
You guys aren't with Shinra, are you?
I mean, we didn't exactly lie to you.
I mean,
listen, whatever they're paying you, whoever's paying you, I'll double it. I have some good connections. I can
unsheathes his sword and puts it to the back of his back.
All right. And he puts his hands up and slowly starts walking.
There you go. So you knew about the Sector 7 collapse. How?
I
I had a contact. It's someone, someone close with Heidegger.
I'm going to use warning shot,
Okay.
which warning shot, when you hit one or more targets with a ranged attack that would deal damage, I can instead choose to deal no damage. If I do, I can inflict a status element on them.
Oh.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put my gun. If the camera were looking at from the side, it would look like my gun's aimed right at the back of their head.
Mm.
But because of the depth perception, I'm actually shooting over their shoulder.
Okay. What status are you inflicting upon him?
I'm gonna inflict him with slow, which is gonna cause his dex die to go down.
Okay.
So he's got shaken and slow.
Okay. Do you still have to make a roll to see if you hit, quote
If I can
unquote?
hit, yes.
Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead and make that roll. I'm gonna surprising no one. Did you know this about Don Corneo? He is not a dexterous person.
He's a big
That
roly
fat roly-poly guy that
That's a 16.
Oh yeah. That you're
Jesus Christ, John.
you you let the bullet fly and he
Names, Corneo. Names. Of course, you had a contact. That's obvious. Names.
It was a woman. Her name was Desi. Destiny was her full name, but Desi was the one who was sort of in on the take. She would feed me insider information. I'd feed her some Gil. It was a nice, even Steven sort of situation.
Okay. You guys got any questions? I don't want to lead
Vikes
this whole integration.
grabs him by his fat on the back of his neck. Like,
God,
just
like
grabs him.
Like a piglet. Just fucking.
Yeah. Yeah. And single-handedly just lifts him up to eye level with Vikes. And Vikes is like, so you were part of VII falling, yes?
I didn't have anything directly to do with it. I just knew that it was happening. I didn't have any part in what
You didn't have
Shinra.
any balls to stand up to Shinra, is what you meant to say.
Hey, listen, you gonna go ahead and stand up to Shinra? They control everything in this city. All right, I had to do what I could to make sure that the people of Wall Market were fed and clothed.
A message.
He's
A messenger. Anything.
Finn's
to warn
gonna
people.
continue to glow his hand and have that fire transfer up his sword, and he's just gonna dig it a little deeper. He's not gonna do enough to do damage, but it's gonna make him a little hotter.
Oh, wait! There's something else. I can tell you something else. Okay. If you don't mind, just would you please put me so I can stand on my own 2 feet, please?
You are standing.
No, he's got me. I'm not on the ground.
Yeah, so are a lot of other people not on the ground.
All right, fine. Listen, there's some. Desi forwarded me some information just a couple days ago. They managed to capture some members of Avalanche. There was a girl with them, a girl with a bow in her hair. She's like a very important individual. They need her for something.
Vikes leans in and goes, he's telling the truth.
Is that info? I grab the suitcase and I tap it with the barrel of my gun. Is that info in the documents that you?
Yes.
The heat turns up a little bit more because he doesn't believe him.
Wait. Listen, all right. I can tell you everything you want to know, all right? It's not going to be in the suitcase. That was way too high profile information, but I can tell you where you can get some more. I know where a secure terminal is going to have more of what's his name? Hojo's notes. I know where his home is. You can activate his home terminal. He should have. Well, I know where his home is. I assume he's probably in the lab.
No.
It just gets a little hotter.
I'm gonna say he's gonna start taking a little bit of damage, just like 1 point.
That's fine.
No.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm getting the information out of this guy, whether he
Listen,
wants
Doc.
to or not.
Can
Done.
Vikes make a I know there's not like an intimidation roll, but like, can Vikes do like a?
I feel like it would be a might and insight.
Yeah, I guess it's up to you, DM. but
Yeah, might and insight sounds good.
I want to make a might and insight roll, and then I'll role play how it goes depending on.
Sure.
believe in you.
I believe in you.
Mercury Mercy says, "Let the Wookiee win." Okay. That is a
Math is hard.
11.
Okay. I'm gonna say in his current state, with the slow beginnings of torture being set in, I'm gonna say that is considered a success.
So Vikes is gonna kind of hold him so that his face is like right in front of his. And he's gonna go, "I lost my sister because you did not tell people that the plate was going to fall. And if you want to make it right, you will tell us right now where Hojo's address is. Or I will break each and every one of your knuckles, your toes, your kneecaps, and then your elbows. Every bone that is in your body, I will snap like twig." And then I put him down.
Sword still in his back.
He's on the upper plate. He gives an address. It is Sector 1, upper plate. He's close to Shinra Tower. He never ventures too far from the tower. It's where his lab is, but that is his home address. Desi said that now that they have the flower girl, that they're starting to delve into some testing of.
The experiments.
Who is this flower girl?
I think her name was Aerith. She came by with Tifa. She nearly fucking chopped my dick off, but
He just digs a little bit deeper.
Oh, all right, I'm telling you what you want to know. All right, listen, you got me. I'm not going anywhere. I have nothing up my sleeve. If you keep fucking stabbing me, I don't know how long I'm gonna last before I fucking bleed out.
Good. You deserve it. This roach doesn't deserve to live.
No, wait. No, hold on.
I put my gun and rack it on my chest with the clip, and I brush his shoulders off, clasp his face in my hands. I'm like, Don, hey, Don, listen, hey, I can promise you this, okay? I swear it on my dead father's honor. We are not gonna kill you. Okay? You're fine.
You just hear a really loud groan coming from Fang.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let's get out of here. It's dingy. I got what I need out of you. Anybody else need any information we need to beat out of him?
No.
Okay. I want to lead us through back to the beginning entrance of the marketplace,
Okay.
where the crowd is.
What are you doing? No.
Hey, I'm gripping him by the neck as I'm pulling him forward.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a man of my word, Don. All right? We're not going to kill you. But I think there's a lot of people here who are owed their vengeance. I'll get mine from Shinra, but they'll get their pound of flesh.
As
I'm
he's
gonna
saying
shoot
that,
up in
I'm
the
gonna
air.
slice his ankle.
Damn.
Oh, Jesus. So
I
we've
gotta cut
got.
his Achilles tendon.
So
Holy
just
shit.
double
Cutting
check,
his
just
tendon.
because it was cut off a little bit. So Jonathan, you are shooting in the air to get people's attention.
Shooting it to get people's attention.
Okay. And Finn, you are slashing his ankle.
I'm slashing his ankle so that he can't run. I'm not
Okay.
killing him, but I'm slashing his ankle.
Okay. You don't even have to.
Bikes is going to go up into his room and search to see if there's anything more of value. Because the other two have got this under control.
Now you rummage through the 15 body.
Now I go back and check the bodies. Oh, look, a potion.
You,
Small potion, small potion.
Yeah.
oh God, you find a lot of
Roy,
potions.
I found Phoenix down.
You find a lot of potions that are for like adrenaline to get the energy up a little bit.
I find gas station boner pills.
Kinda.
and a lot of little blue pills. It's really
That's
weird.
hilarious.
I'll say you find a cane that looks a little bit more ornately made. And as you pick it up and examine it, you turn the handle, and at the end of the cane, shing, a long blade shoots out the bottom. Other than another 1,000 gil.
Ah.
I will hold on to the sword cane.
Okay.
It's a little out of my dexterous use, but
Okay.
And we
maybe
can sell
somebody
it.
else would like it.
Um,
And Vikes just takes the 1,000 gil and just goes, Vikes, did you find anything? Not a damn thing.
Finn. You slash at Corneo's ankle and you hear him scream out just as the shot rings out, and you see everybody turn. You see refugees from Sector 7. You see people who work at the Honeybee Inn. You see bodybuilders. You see everyone that Corneo has wronged turn their heads. And you feel that burning in your chest again. You think of the dream you had, of the wink that Ilara gave you. And you can feel that rage burn your insides. And you can hear the woman's voice again. It's okay. It's okay. Wake up. And when she says wake up, that heat spreads inside of you. Roy, as you satisfyingly fire the gun up in the air and you see the tribunal of everybody slowly approach to deal their version of justice, you look to your left and can see Finn, and his eyes have an emerald glow to them, and that energy starts seeping out of his eyes like Mako. There's this glow that's emanating from them, and you start to see some of that go through some of his veins as he is currently possessed by this impossible rage that has gripped him.
Well, I had a whole speech for this, but seeing that, I think I'm gonna gun holster. I'm gonna grab it and kind of slide it to the side, still hands on. I'm gonna do the whole Jurassic Park. Hey now. like stand out.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
Be like, hey Finn, buddy.
Roy, go ahead and make me an insight plus willpower.
Oh, that's fine. They're both D8. Get shit on.
Get shit on.
Almost. 15.
Okay. Finn, I would like you to make a willpower plus 2 from the assistance from Roy.
I've always believed in you.
It's 10 plus 2.
Okay.
12.
That's going to be enough. You feel that tunnel vision ease, and you come back into your body from that strange out-of-body moment.
I think I gasp at this point.
Yeah, I think I'd been easing myself close enough to where like my hand was on your chest, not threateningly, but just kind of in like a breathe, trying to match your breathing to mine. Like, hey, it's all right. You're good. You're safe. You're here. You with me?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Did it
right.
happen again?
I don't know if I'd say again because I've never seen you do this, but whatever it was, it's gone. I mean,
I at this point,
Make
I'm
you follow my
assuming
finger.
I'm assuming he's Vix, right? Vikes, but Vix.
you got it right.
I
Guys!
told you I can know. I know it. I
Can we get a
know it.
little live counter on how many times you get name right?
It's Vikes. I know, but I'm saying Vix has seen this before. If he's seen me, I don't know if he can see me.
No, he's all the way in the building. He's fucking out of here.
Okay.
He's gone. Yeah, it's just you and I.
Just as a DM's note, I'm going to go ahead and guess that every one of you, at some point or another, has let rage take over. What just happened? That's something else. Something else came out of Finn for just a small moment. And even Finn, like, at first, it makes sense to think, oh, I kind of saw red for a second.
again.
But
Yeah.
you start, like, thinking more on what you felt, and it felt like something was stepping in to pilot you for a moment.
Oh, this is a Gundam show. I knew it.
Hero Yui!
Damn it. I knew Bandai was behind this.
Just take off my face and it's the Bandai logo.
Incredible. It's like, yeah, but you're good now. All right.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
I mean, you're mad. We're all mad.
I just saw red. He's had a hand in all this. All these people deserve more.
As you hear the beatings.
I'm gonna say at this
on
point,
him.
the only thing that's happened, Corneo is doubled over on the ground near you guys. He is holding his ankle, and there is the townspeople that have basically formed a ring around you guys. Jules and Fabio and everybody looks to you, just with like a grateful look.
I had
Go
a
ahead.
thing for this. As I turned my back to Finn, I was like, this is really important, but I had a whole thing in my head. So, good people of Marketplace, I'm sorry that the justice that we offer can't bring back your loved ones. We're sorry that it can't bring back brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers. They are gone, and there's nothing I can do about it. However, this man who knew and who could have prevented it sits here before you now at your mercy. And it is just a small offering to your pained hearts. Whatever his fate is, it is in your hands. We cannot trust Shinra to deliver us justice, so we must take it upon ourselves to deliver justice. And I can promise you this, there's an avalanche coming. And it's coming for Shinra.
The people around
Oh,
you.
We won't get fooled again. Plays in the background.
We don't have the rights to that. We don't have the rights to that. Stop it.
Guys, it's my channel. Stop playing it. I'm going to get a copyright strike.
At that moment, Vikes comes out and he's like, "Hey guys, look what I found! Just a sword. I guarantee there was nothing else up there. I promise."
There was
He has got,
absolutely
like,
nothing
this
else.
huge bulge in his
bulge.
like chest.
We should probably get that checked. Jesus.
The people feel that surge of emotion as they know what needs to be done. And the last you see of Don Corneo is him being dragged into the thickest part of the crowd, where you can hear shouts of anger and rage mix with the sounds of beating. And the crowd sort of moves around you and continues back into Wall Market to deal out their justice.
Well, we've got some good information, so let's meet back with Biggs.
Roy, you feel a chill run through your spine. That memory you had unlocked earlier unlocked something else. You remember coming out of the tank. You remember finding your father. But that memory again flickers, and you see stains on the wall, on the ground, on the ceiling, blood everywhere. Shinra dead everywhere, all leading down one hallway. In this moment, Vikes and Finn, Roy just stands and has a 1,000-yard stare again. Roy, you're standing in this hallway, filled with blood. What do you do?
Am I covered in blood?
You have some. Not nearly enough.
I go down that hallway.
You hold your rifle close at hand. And the gore gets worse and more violent as you turn the corner. You see it leads to an elevator. The doors have a streak of viscera going up the crease, where you can see the bottom half of someone flop to the ground next to the doors.
I use the barrel of my rifle to press the button and stand back, with aimed at the doors.
You see the lights, the screen above the elevator flash the numbers, and the elevator is coming from below this underground facility that you are in. And you can't help but feel your heart start to race a little bit more as it gets closer and closer to your number. It does. And you hear the ding. The elevator door opens. This otherworldly creature. You don't get to see anything physical. You just see what looks like a tentacle or a hand immediately reach out from the darkness to grab you,
It's Cthulhu.
and you wake up. Finn and Vikes, as Roy has been going through this, you see, Vikes, you would recognize some of this as the arm that is holding his sniper rifle, the flesh starts to harden and sort of extend out from his hand to start wrapping around the gun. And as it does,
That happened to me earlier.
there are cracks in the flesh where there's this flickering red energy surging from underneath. And you see flashes of his eyes starting to go red.
That happened to me earlier. My hand, it was.
How do we wake him up?
You hear
Roy!
I was about to be like, you hear a voice, and she's like, "It's gonna be okay," and then you just immediately wake up.
Do you have the potato still?
Who has a potato? Why would I have a potato? What is?
Not you. Oh, he's awake.
Oh,
I always carry one here.
why'd you? We're bleeding inside of the mouth.
As you reach up to wipe your mouth, it is with the hand that is holding onto the gun.
No.
You go to let go, and you can't. And you look down, and your arm is fused with the gun, and part of the tech that was absorbed seems to flash with that same red energy as you feel your heart continue to race in your chest. It is black flesh with this red pulsing.
Just
emerging from
almost like biometal, like
Yes.
Okay.
That. Mako
Okay.
poisoning.
I don't know
We-
what that is. That's
Okay.
not Mako poisoning.
I'm gonna breathe and try to steady myself and my heart.
I will
Just
need
coming back from this.
I will need a willpower plus willpower.
Shit.
It happened to me earlier, Finn. I had like rocks, diamonds on my hand.
13.
13 is going to be enough. You slow your breathing, and you watch as that biometal starts to recede off of the gun and seep back into your arm, where the flesh then slowly returns to its normal consistency.
That is not Mako poisoning.
I don't know what it is.
I think there's only one person that does. We have to find Hojo.
I think we are going to have to pay him a visit.
Which means you either need to go to his home, or you need to go into Shinra Tower. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode of Crit Hit Chronicles Final Fantasy VII Remission.
Just, I didn't get a chance to do this,
Yeah.
but it's just for flavor. As we start walking back to the bar, everybody's kind of in their own minds. I'm gonna pop in a headphone. I still have my comms, but I'm gonna pop in another headphone. And what I'm listening to is Chapter 1: Finding the right chocobo for you. As I'm going through a chocobo breeding audiobook.
Oh, God.
Oh,
That is a clip. I just clipped that. Thank you for that. Jesus
It's a
Christ.
deep cut for Final Fantasy VII fans.
Oh, man.
Yes.
How do I get the blue one?
Yes.
The blue one.
Thank
I
you,
look off in the
everybody.
distance and I see a giant emerald beast just standing
no.
still.
Fuck off! I'm trying to do a
Not,
chocobo.
not doing it, not attacking or ending anything. It's just waiting for you.
thank you everybody for tuning in for tonight's episode. This was fun. This was a lot of fun. From here on out, we have 2 more episodes. And I will just go ahead and say it to you and my players. Things are going to get much harder from this point on. So prepare, because I'm really not pulling any more punches from this point forward. I am excited to see where this goes and what ends up happening with these characters by the end of this show. But to keep the good vibes going, we are going to go ahead and work on a raid. We're going to set up a raid. We're going to raid Dice and Autism. They're currently playing some Baldur's Gate 3. We love them very dearly. So Dice and Autism. Before we go out, Jonathan, once again, why don't you go ahead and let the people know where we can find you?
Hi, everybody. Or hola, buenas tardes. Jonathan Perez, Latinos Against Spooky Shit, playing Roy. You guys can find me everywhere as Latinos Against Spooky Shit. You can find me Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on Twitch under the same title. Saturdays through the month of January here. And then for everything else, feel free to follow me on Discord to keep up with all the fun stuff happening.
All right. North, where can we find you?
You can find me on all socials at Norfolk911. I am live Monday through Thursday doing all TTRPGs, RPGs, and JRPG stuff. If you want to see me at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Saturday throughout the month of January, right here on this channel.
Sweet. Ned, where can we find you?
Hey there, hi there, ho there, friends. I am Ned Iannicone. I'm one of the founding members of Critical Fail DM. We release episodes of our famous Stradcast every other Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, check out our Patreon, Critical Fail DM. You can get access to our talk show that we do after each episode that we air. It'll give you exclusive podcast content for our Delta Green campaign, our Call of Cthulhu campaign, and we have a bunch more set up for Twitch streams coming in the following year.
Awesome. I am Cujo of Cujo Plays Games. Find me on all socials under that title, as well as under Crit Hit Chronicles. I'm a variety streamer and TTRPG performer. I am so excited about this. But keep your eyes to socials as we approach the finale of this game. There may be some announcements for future projects. But in the meantime, be nice to each other. We love you all very dearly. Let's go ahead and get that raid set up. But yes, thank you guys so much for all the support and all the fun. What's happening? He's all yeah, he's kind of okay. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But thank you guys again. Everybody have a wonderful night, and see you guys next week.
Bye.
See you, friends.
Funny shit.